I just want to thank you for supporting this amazing cause, and I'm really appreciative of you signing up for this class. We're here today to support Bras for Girls, which is an organization that donates bras to uh, girls and non-binary athletes who are underprivileged. And I know that having a sports bra was crucial to me staying in sports when I was younger. So I'm so happy you can be here and thank you all for coming.
You didn't really say your name or anything, or
Oh,
what you're doing.
my name is Teresa Haley and I'm running the New York City Marathon on behalf of Broads for Girls. So I'm really excited to be raising, my goal is $5,000 and I think we're well on our way to getting there. And thank you to Emily Gogita for hosting this yoga class.
All right. So if you're joining us live, there are some participants behind you that I will be talking to. So this is kind of perfect. Mute your microphone if you haven't yet. And for those of you who are doing the recording, we're doing a pretty gentle vinyasa flow. But if anything doesn't feel good, or if something feels extra good and you want to stay in poses for longer, feel free. You do not need to rush through this at all. At home, so Kristen, if the microphone is too loud or too soft or there's something going on, if you could just let me know in the chat, that would be super appreciated. Yeah, thanks. Okay, great. All right, so my name is Emily. I've been teaching yoga for a very long time. And we are at Evolution Fitness in Portland, Oregon right now. We are going to start because everyone behind the camera is in a seated position. We're going to start in a seated position and just do some gentle neck opening and spine opening. So you can bring your hands to your thighs, palms up or palms down. You're going to roll the shoulders back. And then drop the chin just slightly so that you feel that the back of your neck is nice and long in line with your spine. And then one more thing before we start to stretch is bringing your rib cage over your pelvis. So just a little tuck back. A lot of us tend to flare our ribs forward. Just bring them back in line with the spine. And then we're going to drop the right ear to the right shoulder, stretching out the left side of the neck. And then very slowly start to bring the chin down towards the chest. And then left ear, left shoulder. We're going to start to bring the breath in soon. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, roll the chin down towards your chest and other side. Take a big breath in. Exhale, chin to chest. And you're just going to go back and forth like this, taking a deep breath in, exhaling to roll the chin down. And you can start to increase the range of motion, maybe leaning the head back a little bit more or drawing the ear closer to the shoulder. It's kind of whatever feels nicest in your body today. And get at least one more repetition. We're going to bring that right ear, right shoulder. And then finish with left ear, left shoulder. And then drop the chin towards the chest. Bring your hands to the back of your head, interlace the fingers. And this is just for weight. You're going to let your hands rest on your head, draw the elbows down towards the ground, and don't pull at all, but just let the weight of your arms, the weight of your hands, draw the chin closer to the chest. Okay. Inhale, lift the chin up, release the hands down. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Left hand behind you. Inhale up tall. Exhale, start to twist that chest towards the left. I'm mirroring everybody today, so excuse my left and right confusion for the first like 10 minutes here. Take a deep breath and get a little bit taller. Exhale, see if you can twist deeper. Lead with your heart here, not your head. Your neck stays nice and neutral with your spine just kind of turning naturally with your back. One more big breath in. Exhale, twist a tiny bit deeper, just wringing out that spine. And then inhale, chest comes forward, switch sides, left hand, right knee, right hand behind you, get up nice and tall, and then start that twist. So think about your heart twisting towards the right. Every time you inhale, see if you can ground the sit bones down, lift the crown of your head higher. Two more breaths here. And even if you're just moving like a millimeter more, just think about wringing the spine out like a towel. We have a lot of runners in the room, and there's a lot of moving front and back in that frontal plane. So this twisting should feel really nice. Also really great to do regularly. Take one more breath. And then bring that heart forward. Good. You're going to crawl onto your hands and knees, coming into a tabletop position. Spread the fingers wide, right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips. Good. Relax the feet best you can. Ground down through the hands as you drop the belly, lift the face forward into that cow pose, and then exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. So we've already gotten that nice neck stretch. So lean into it here. Inhale, drop the belly, face shines up. And then exhale, draw chin to chest, round the spine. Good. A few more like that. Inhale, drop the belly. Good. See if you can open the chest a little bit more. Exhale, round. Good. Twice more. One more big breath in. Exhale, round. Inhale, flat back. Keep the fingers spread wide, right underneath the shoulders. Reach the right arm forward, thumb up, pinky down. And I want you to feel what happens in your core, your obliques especially, working to start to stabilize you. And you are more than welcome to stay right here. Added challenge, extend that left leg back, toe down, heel up, trying to keep the hips level, shoulders square. Everyone in the room looks great. And normally I'd walk around a little bit, but because we're recording, I'm mostly going to stay here unless we are in like a deeper stretch. One more breath in, see if you can lengthen a little bit more. Good. And then exhale, release that hand and knee back to the earth. Before we do the other side, cat and cow, drop the belly, shine the face forward. Exhale, round the spine. Back to neutral. Extend that left arm forward. Thumb up, pinky down. Good. Core engaged. So already brace the core. Feel those obliques firing. Extend the right leg back. Extended straight from your hip. And it doesn't have to lift all the way up to hip height, but that's where you're heading. More important that your toe is driving down, spiraling down. Your heel is spiraling up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing down into that right hand. Take a deep breath in. Stay here. Exhale. One more breath. Really lengthen. And exhale. Release. Good. Drop the belly. Cow position. Face shines forward. Exhale, round the spine. And then a nice flat back. All right, we're going to move a little bit faster. Right arm extends, left leg extends. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. So that cat spine, you're really trying to round the back as much as you can. Spread the shoulder blades. Pull the chin towards your chest. One more time. Extend and hold. Just the knee comes down. Right arm goes out to the right. Palm faces down. And then we're opening the chest. Lift the right arm up. Ground down through that left hand. Nice. Another great twist. Great opening through the chest, the back. Take one more breath in. See if you can get your eyes on the sky. And then that hand comes down. Awesome. Drop the belly, cow pose. Always going to reset right here. Find that neutral spine, round, cat. And then flat back. All right. Left arm, right leg. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl, elbow to knee. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Last one. Round, big round spine. Inhale, extend, hold. All right, shoulders stay square. Drop the knee down. Left arm out to the left, palm faces down. And then press through that right hand as you lift the left arm up. One side is going to feel tighter than the other. That's okay. Take a deep breath in. See if you can look up at the ceiling. One more breath in. And then that hand comes down. Good. Cow pose. A little bit of relief is coming. We'll be off those knees in just a second. Exhale, round. Good. Neutral spine. Big toes touch. Knees come a little bit wider. And sit back into that child's pose. Forehead to the mat. We have a great flexibility through the room, but if something feels far away, inaccessible in your body today, especially in child's pose, you can stack one hand over the other, kind of create a pillow with your forearms for your forehead. Good. If you have a yoga block at home, you can also use that underneath your forehead. Spread the fingers wide. Yeah. See if you can inch them forward just a little bit. Extend through the shoulders, the arm bones. Yeah, nice. Deep breath in. Ribs expand. Exhale. Another breath. Inhale, ribs expand. Exhale. Next, inhale, bring yourself up to that tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees come back underneath the hips. Tuck the toes under, but don't go anywhere yet. We're just going to rock a little bit. We've got runners in the room, so let's get a little top of foot stretch, a little toe stretch. Just super gentle. Not quite toes pose, but if you are like craving toes pose at home for whatever reason, you could totally sit all the way back. I have those stiff long run yesterday feet, so feels super nice. All right, back to neutral. Keep the toes tucked. Just walk the hands forward, maybe 2 inches. And then use your core. Lift the knees up off of the mat. Downward facing dog. Okay, so in down dog, I want you to remember that your legs do not need to be straight. I would love to see a slight bend in the knees so that you can lift your tailbone a little bit higher, create space through the sacrum, create space through the lumbar spine. And then by pressing your hands firm into the mat, you're moving your chest back towards your thighs, creating some space through your upper back. And then, as long as the back feels good, strong, lengthened, lots of space there, you can start to press your heels down to the ground. You can start to try to straighten your legs, but that is really secondary here. We're also going to spend a good amount of time in downward facing dog as we move through our vinyasa flow, our salutations. If it doesn't feel restful, if you're looking for something more restful, child's pose is there for you, tabletop is there for you. For the first few salutations here, we're going to use our knees and move through tabletop position, and you're welcome to do that for the entirety of class. Take a deep breath in, lift your heels up, bend your knees, look forward, and walk your feet up towards your hands. Good. Still a soft bend in the knees. You're going to come up to a flat back. Place your palms right underneath your knees. Press into them as you lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, press down through the feet, stand all the way up, arms come overhead. And then we come right back down, fold forward. Flat back again, hands press onto the thighs, lengthen through crown of head. And then keep the length through your back, bend your knees until your hands touch the ground. Step back to high plank. Good, this is where we're gonna start to use our knees. Drop the knees down. Bend the elbows so they come next to your ribs. Bring your chin to the earth. And then crawl forward into your cobra. So cobra, legs can stay down. Press through the arms. It also might look like this for the first few, and that's okay. Use your core over your knees. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. So super gentle, using the legs, using the knees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, lift the heels up. Bend the knees, look forward, walk towards those hands. Next breath in, flat back, lengthen, crown of head towards me. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms up, palms touch above you, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Bend the knees a lot. Hands touch down, step back, high plank. If you want it, you can do your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, over the knees, downward facing dog. We've got two more. You can build on this as you'd like. So again, maybe it's chaturanga, maybe it's upward facing dog. Maybe it's just really bracing the core, moving through your vinyasa without your knees. Make it yours. Inhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees, look forward, walk or hop, front of your mat. Inhale, flat back, really lengthen. Exhale, fold. Ground down, arms up. Inhale. Exhale, right back down. Flat back, breathe in. Hands down, high plank, step, step. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Nice work. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Lift the heels up, breathe in. Bend the knees a lot, look forward, hop or walk. Nice. Flat back, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, back down. Good. Inhale, ground up, ground down to reach up. And then exhale, fold back down. Flat back, breathe in. Hands down, high plank. Good. Move through that chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. And then upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Awesome. If you need a little break, child's pose is there for you. Tabletop is there for you. We're going to start to move through our first standing series, our first and only. Class is 45 minutes today. We didn't say that at the beginning, I'm realizing. So you're already through a good chunk. If you are someone who needs a little, I had a yoga teacher call it like a chew toy, something to look forward to. We've got 3 big chunks of class today. You already made it through the first one. Our second chunk is a standing series, and then we pretty much just wind down after that. For those of you in downward facing dog, you can walk your dog, bend one knee, bend the other, stretch out the backs of those legs. Try to relax your neck. Awesome. And then both heels to the ground. Inhale, lift the heels up. Bend the knees, look forward, walk or hop, front of your mat. Flat back, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, arms overhead, get as tall as possible. Exhale, back down. Flat back, breathe in. All right, don't go anywhere. Hands down, step your left foot back. Runner's lunge. You can bring the hands back in line with your ankle. Yeah. And if you need to adjust it all, you can wiggle that right foot forward a tiny bit. Knee over ankle, best you can. Up on the fingertips to give yourself some space. But if you feel good, you can drop down to flat hands, use yoga blocks. Keep that back knee lifted and eyes somewhere on your big toe. Not thinking about whether you need a pedicure or you're about to lose your toenail or something like that. Just eyes down. Deep breath in. Drop the back knee. Untuck the toes. Hands come to that front thigh. Can interlace those fingers. Lift the heart up. Relax the shoulders down. So this is a super slight back bend. You're letting your shoulders relax down, but you're opening your chest, lifting your heart up, maybe towards where the ceiling and the wall meet. That kind of angle. Nothing crazy. If you'd like, you can reach your arms overhead. Palms face one another and start to move your arm bones back a little bit. So still in a really gentle back bend. It doesn't have to look like a back bend to be a back bend. Take one more breath in and then exhale. The hands come down. Tuck the toes under. Lift that back knee up again. We're going to spiral open to warrior 2. I'm going to flip around. No one needs to move though. You're going to bring your left arm up. Bring your left heel down. Good. So everyone is facing all of the beautiful squat racks over here. Shoulders relax down. Right toes face forward, back heel grounded. So putting some weight into the outside edge of that left foot. And then I want everyone to bring their hands to their hips. See if you can turn your hips towards the left edge of your mat, while also still driving your knee out towards your pinky toe, your right knee. Good. Then lift the arms. And without moving the hips, eyes over the right fingertips. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's just the rotation that's happening. Hips towards the left, right knee towards the pinky toe. Lots going on in the legs. We got to warm them up before we stretch them out. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. Good. Flip the front palm over. Reverse your warrior. We're going to do a very brief side angle pose. Right forearm to right thigh. Left arm straight up. You really want that side body stretch, you can reach that left arm at that angle towards the front of the room. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, turn the heart towards the sky. Yeah, nice. Inhale, up and back, reverse your warrior. And then straighten the front leg, both arms out like a T. Good. Okay. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. We're going to do that a couple of times. Inhale, arms up, straight legs. Good. Exhale, warrior two. Twice more. Once more. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Cartwheel down, find that runner's lunge again. Back heel is lifted, eyes are somewhere near that big toe without thinking too much about it. You're going to move your right foot like 1 inch to the right, just so it's a little bit wider. And then you're going to hop your left foot about a foot forward. Or until, really, it could be more than that, until you can get your left heel on the ground. We're in a pyramid pose now. Okay, so if you are especially watching on camera, you'll see that my front knee is not bent or is not straight, and that's okay. You're going to feel some intensity through that front leg. You can start to straighten it, but if it is tight like mine is today, maybe hands come on the shin. Your left toes are pointing out to 10 or 11 o'clock on the clock face, so that is also not straightforward. Nice. Keep grounding down through that back foot. Now, attention on the hips. Draw the left hip forward, right hip back. So for me, the comfortable place to be is kind of a flat back here with hands on the shin. If you have 2 blocks at home, you can also have them on the high height. Some of you are going to be able to fold forward with fingertips on the ground. And again, neither knee needs to be locked straight. You're going to feel a lot of intensity through your hamstring, your glute. No matter what. Okay, and if they're not there already, eyes are just ahead of those right toes. Bend the right knee, fingertips just ahead of those toes as well, tented fingers. Lift the left leg up, a really short standing split. Take a deep breath in. And then that left foot comes down next to your right. Shake it out. So a little rock from side to side, bend one knee and the other until you feel as neutral as possible. Grab opposite elbow, a sway down here. So the right leg, right glute is probably going to feel pretty intense. That's okay. Shake it out as best you can. And release the hands to the ground, flat back, breathe in. Exhale, fold. We're going to do one vinyasa. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Flat back, breathe in. Bend the knees a lot. Hands on the ground, step back, high plank. Good. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels up. Bend the knees, look forward, walk or hop, front of your mat. Flat back, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold and stay there. Flat back. Bend the knees a lot. Place the hands on the ground. This time, step the right foot back. Runner's lunge. So adjust as you need to. Hands are going to come on either side of that left foot. Tented fingers is okay. Knee over ankle. Back knee can be soft or it can be locked straight. It'll just kind of move around. It'll move the intensity somewhere else in those leg muscles, and you can kind of choose your journey. Take one more breath in. Exhale. Drop that back knee. Untuck the toes and bring those hands to your thigh. Interlace the fingers. Relax the shoulders. You can give them a couple of shoulder rolls. Back into that really slight back bend. So hips are driving forward, sinking low. Yeah. Eyes can move up to maybe where, I mean, for those of you in the room, that painted line is kind of a good spot. A little bit higher. And then if you want it, arms are going to go up, biceps by the ears, palms face one another. You start to move those arm bones back. And just that is going to bring your chest open a little bit more. It's going to bring you more into a back bend without you really needing to lean back. If anything, your hips are moving forward more, helping you create that space to lean back naturally. Take one more breath in. And then those hands come either side of that front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift that knee up. Okay, and from here, if you'll remember, we will go up into a warrior two. So you can drive that back heel down. Right arm brings you up. Yeah, amazing. Shoulders down. Get into the legs first. And then if it helps to put your hands on hips, hips are going to go towards the right edge of your mat. Something that also happens is this right hip tends to lift. See if you can drive it down. Move those hips this way. Level pelvic bones. Relax the toes. See if you can sink a little bit lower. And then flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Good. Big stretch through that front side, and then a very short side angle. Drop that forearm down. Right arm up, eyes up. Good. If you want that full side angle, reach the right arm forward towards me, palm down. Big stretch through that right side. Everybody look up, turn your heart to the sky. Take one more big breath in. Exhale. Inhale, up and back, reverse. Good. And straighten the front leg, arms long. Okay, so nice T with those arms. Inhale, arms go up. And then exhale, bend into that warrior. Just bring a little bit of mobility through. Dynamic stretch here. Exhale. Two more. One more. Exhale. Okay, flip that front palm, reverse. Cartwheel down. Find that runner's lunge again. Okay, into your pyramid pose. So you can move that left foot an inch or two to the left, hop that back foot up until you can get that heel firmly on the ground. Could be a foot, could be 2 feet. On tented fingers, maybe to start. And as you start to straighten that front leg, you might notice you need to come up a little bit higher. Hands on shin. Try not to rely on your shin for support. Use your core to lift you up. Very just gentle placement of the hands. So you should be feeling this pretty intensely through the front leg, back of that leg. Shoulders away from the ears. Nice. And then working your way into the forward fold if it feels good. Only if it feels good. For me, this side is way more accessible than the other side. So it could be the case for you, could be the opposite. Drive that right hip forward, left hip back. It's going to intensify the hamstring stretch even more. Relax the head if you're in a forward fold. And the next time you breathe in, look ahead, just ahead of those left toes. Move the hands just ahead of that foot. And then coming up into a standing split, lift that right leg up. Doesn't have to look like a split. Take one big breath in. And then that foot comes down next to your left. Woo, shake it out side to side. Eventually settling back into that ragdoll position. Grab opposite elbow, relax your head and sway. Awesome. So hopefully it feels a little bit better coming into it this time, a little less lopsided, but give yourself some grace. You can always widen your stance, give yourself more space in the hips. Yeah, that will feel nice. And if you are someone who is holding tension, maybe in your jaw, your eyes, your forehead, open, close the mouth, open, close the eyes. And then drop the hands. Slowly roll up all the way to stand. Arms to the sky, full body stretched. And then exhale, fold back down. Lap back, breathe in. Final vinyasa. Hands come down to the earth. Step back, high plank. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome work. Drop the knees down. Keep the knees maybe hips width, or you can bring them all the way together. Sit back onto the heels, palms face up. Forehead down if you can get it down. Otherwise, you stack forearm over forearm and put your forehead on top of those. I have this microphone. I don't want everyone at home to just hear my deep breath in here. Good. Now I want you to relax your arms. Bring them by your sides. Palms face up. Yeah, there we go. So you're curled up into a little cannonball. Just one more offering. If it doesn't feel relaxing to be here, for some of us, it won't. You can just be in child's pose. You can bring those knees wider. Just go somewhere where you can take a couple of deep breaths. Yeah. Maybe close the eyes if they're not. Open, close the mouth or rock that jaw side to side. You're still holding a little bit of tension there. Two more breaths. Start to make your way into a tabletop position. Just easing out of class, similar way to we came in. Little cat-cow, drop the belly, lift the face. See how it maybe feels different than when we started. You've already made it to the other side, which is crazy. Drop the belly, lift the face, round the spine, that cat pose. Eventually making your way to neutral and then sitting back on the heels, swinging the legs around front and lying all the way down on your back. Feet flat, arms by your side. Just do a couple of pelvic rocks here. So lift your pelvic bone up towards the sky and then flatten it down, flatten your low back down on the mat. So there's no space underneath you. Just a couple of these. Just a really gentle tilt up, flatten down. And then settle with that back nice and flat. Cross your right ankle over the left knee, creating a figure four. Arms can be by your sides. Okay, and there's a billion ways to build off of this. If you know where you want to go for it. I'm going to offer a couple of things. First, can bring your left heel closer to your butt and really actively move that right knee away. And that might be enough of a stretch for you today. Can also thread that right hand through your legs, grab onto the back of your left thigh, your hamstring, both hands. Pull the whole unit in towards your chest. And then if you're really feeling open through the hamstring, the glute, you could straighten your left leg and grab onto your calf, your ankle. But the goal is to keep your low back flat on the ground. So the second that it starts to lift up, you've gone too far. But you can always try it out. And if you can't tell from the video or there's very bright lights above us. So for those of you in the room, close the eyes. You'll probably still see those fluorescent bulbs behind your eyelids, but it's okay. At least close them, dim it a little bit. Bring that left foot down. Uncross the legs. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Knock the knees together. Just a really gentle low back release. One of those very simple poses that can sometimes feel really intense for folks, or it can feel like nothing and it doesn't matter. Could be different every day. Separate the knees, bring the feet back in line with your hips, and then that left ankle crosses over the right. And same thing, you can bring the heel closer to your butt. That might be it for you today. Just actively send that left knee away from you, or you grab onto the back of the leg. I want you to feel this through your hip. I want you to feel it in your glute. And sometimes that requires you to really turn on your muscles a bit. So actively move that left knee away. So without using your hand, using your muscle engagement. Eyes closed. Maybe draw that knee a little bit closer if your leg is lifted. And then drop that foot to the earth. Uncross the legs. This time, feet come mats width distance again, except we do a little windshield wiper. Knees move to the right, and then both knees go to the left. You can lift your hips up. Arms can be out like a T. Take up some space. If you're at home, you have plenty of space. In the room, everyone has plenty of space. Just a couple more. And then knees go up to the ceiling. Hug them into your chest. Grab onto those shins. Curl up. So bring your forehead towards your knees. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, relax the spine down, head down. Grab onto the backs of your thighs, hamstrings, and we're going to rock and roll up to a seated position to start or to end class where we started class. Ankles crossed. Ooh, hands on your thighs. Relax your shoulders down. Take a deep breath in. Get nice and tall. Exhale. Right hand, left knee, left arm behind you. Lift up and twist. Hopefully feeling 1 billion times easier. A little bit more open through your spine now, through your neck. Take another deep breath in. Twist a tiny bit deeper. Good. And then inhale back to center. Switch sides. Left hand, right knee. Ground down through those sit bones. Get up tall. Exhale, twist. One more big breath in. Twist a tiny bit deeper. And then back to center. Lift your chin up towards the sky. Both your hands are on your knees. And then drop the chin down towards your chest. Hands on the top of that head. Relax the elbows down. Leave your chin where it is. Release the hands to the thighs, palms face up. And then slowly lift the chin, straighten out that back. Roll your shoulders back, and then bring your hands to your chest. We have a really upbeat Florence and the Machine playing in the gym. So we're going to end with 3 kind of more energetic breaths today. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Twice more deep breath in. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Flutter those eyes open. Release the hands. Ooh, nice job, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kristen, for joining live. And thank you, everyone, for doing the recording. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone in the room. And this is what happens when you just do Pandora Shuffle. But it was a good end. Thank you so much. And have a great rest of your day. You're welcome. Bye, Kristen.